I just want to show you quickly what do you do when you've got a bit of old chicken carcass left over. And I know that you can buy stock in shops these days and it's really good quality, most of it, but sometimes it's nice to have a homemade stock. I want to show you how quick it is, how easy it is, and once you've done it once, I think that you'll find you'll do it again. So in there we've got 2 small onions peeled and chopped in half, 2 tiny carrots and a large carrot which I broke in half, chucked in, not even peeled, a couple of tomatoes, fresh tomatoes I found in the fridge, I just chopped them in half and put them in, and 3 cloves of garlic. The bigger clove I just chopped in half again and chucked it in. So you've just got onions, carrots, garlic and a bit of tomato in there. I haven't roasted anything and I haven't browned the chicken carcass. I want a white chicken stock because it can go in all sorts of things. So a quick and simple stock which we've just made is basically a chicken carcass, around 2 litres of water or enough water to cover it, some onions, some carrots, some garlic. You could put celery in there, some herbs, thyme or something like that would be good. But this is just like a bog standard basic stock which you'll get really nice flavour from. So yeah, chicken, carrots, garlic, onions. I'll put a few tomatoes in, but that's it. And it's going to make a white chicken stock. You can see already that all the bits of impurities floating to the top. That's what those bubbles there are, with all the bits floating, and that's all the impurities on the chicken and the vegetables and everything else. They've all had a wash and clean, but it'll still bring up impurities. If you use boiling hot water, it wouldn't do that. And the reason you don't want to boil it, once you've brought it up to the boil, you turn it to a simmer. Because if you just keep boiling it, it's going to go cloudy. And it can turn bitter as well, so don't let it boil for too long. A couple of minutes won't hurt, but not for too long.
So when your stock needs skimming, just give it a skim as I'm doing here, and just put the remnants in a pot to throw away. This is the strength of simmering I do with my stocks. Once your stock is reduced, pour it through a sieve to catch any of the bits in the stock so that you're left with a clear liquid.
What we're going to do is once we've made the stock, we're going to store it in some ice cube pots. We're going to store it in these ice cube trays. These are small ones. I've got an old muffin tin which I'm going to show you as well, but I'll put some of the stock in the muffin tin and freeze that, so that when you want some you can just pull out as much as you want and plop it in. So yeah, I'd go by, once it's frozen and it's in the freezer, 3 months in the freezer before you need to worry about it, in terms of getting rid of it, using it up. In the fridge, 3-4 days, and then I'll chuck it away as you're dealing with chicken. It's not worth risking. So yeah, keep as much of it in the freezer as possible, unless you know you're going to use it within a day or 2. 3. Well and truly frozen stock. So the next question is, how do we get them out? Well, I'm going to show you.
So basically just place the stock cubes in some really warm water and let them sit there for a few seconds, and then when you turn them over and turn them out, they come out really easily.
So all we're going to do is pop those into a freezer bag and put them in the freezer. For these chicken stocks, you do the same process. You just tip them out and put them in a freezer bag. So there's your chicken stock in bags in the freezer. Just make sure that when you take them out of the pots and put them in the bags, you do it quite quickly, because they start melting rather quickly. And there you go, quick and easy tip on how to make quick chicken stock. Let me know how you get on.